Alright, I'm gonna wait until people show up. Hi, honey. Okay. Hey, guys. Oh, goodness. I was gonna wait for more people to show up, but I am a hecking nervous wreck. Okay. Jared, shut up. Okay. Since I have about 5 or 6 people in, I'm gonna start. Alright. Hi, Cody. Alright. You start with a really good primer. I use Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's a little pricey for my taste, but you can find lots from... Hi, Lori. You can find lots from Walmart, from any drugstore, really. But I'm gonna say a lot because I'm heckin' nervous. Thank you, Shane. I actually use 2 different primers for my makeup because I'm weird like that. But I also have a mirror off camera because it's really hard to do your makeup in a phone camera. I use my second primer, which is also Smashbox, but it's just their Photo Finish Primer. This one has, it's a moisturizer too. After I had a baby, she sucked all my moisture out. So now my face is just heckin' dry. But I use this on my T-zone because it gets weird in a nice way. But you'll be applying your primers and then you have to wait until all of it dries, because if you don't, your foundation will get weird. I'm gonna scooch closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let that dry. While I normally do my primers, I'll do my eyeshadow primer, which eyeshadow primer is great for, you put it first before your eyeshadow and it makes it stay for like hours, which is awesome. But I use Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's the original. I have a tester tube because my skin's really weird, so I have to test things out so I don't break out, because that'd be real bad. But we do that. I'll be off camera for that for a few seconds because I don't want to jab myself in the eye. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll answer them the best I can. I am not an expert, nor am I like a cosmetologist. Did I go to school for this? I just have my YouTube degree. It's basically taught me everything. I'm sorry it froze, Megan. That sucks. My internet's probably not the greatest. I'm going off my 4G. Should probably be using Wi-Fi, but I am not a prepared person. Alright, after your primers have all dried, I'm weird. I normally do my eye makeup first because I don't want to put the effort into all of my face and then have a rogue wing go and then have to wipe it all back off and just be really defeated and then just cry all day. So I'll start with my eyeshadow. Looking through my, also this is my makeup brush holder. I have not named him yet, but he's just a Stegosaurus that likes to hold my makeup brushes. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. Actually, any nude palette will work. I just have this one handy in a way, but I use like a nice, oh, this color is not coming out correct, but use a nice matte skin color shade, the one that would match your eyelid the best, because if you don't put a natural color down, you're going to want to try and blend colors and it's going to not blend well. It will get really muddy and it won't want to move around. But I'll be doing that first, and that goes up past your crease, almost to your eyebrow. which I'm also going to do my eyebrows too, so it'll look a little scary. Alright, after you use a flat brush for your natural color, I switch to eyeliner. I'm going to be doing a winged eyeliner. I use the Kat Von D, it's kind of like a felt tip pen. And if you can see it, it's just draws nice lines. It's really nice. I also have a liquid liner, but that one's a little less forgiving than using basically a Sharpie on your eye. But I will bring my mirror over and do that because I don't want to try and do it off camera. I appreciate you all stopping by to watch because I feel like I am a hot mess. But winged eyeliner is going to be, you've heard sisters not twins for eyebrows. These are going to be distant cousins because they're not ever going to match. And if they do, praise Jeebus because they match. I can never get mine to match. But for winged eyeliner, you're going to start. Hey girl. And thank you, Kenzie. I appreciate it. You're going to start at the corner of your eye and you're going to start up toward the tail of your eyebrow. I'm going to look really weird trying to do this. Usually the mouth is open and it's just concentration. So if it doesn't turn out, I'm going to be real disappointed because I'm trying to do my best. Or, you know, your pen doesn't work. So we're going to switch to liquid and hope for the best. Tossed it somewhere. Okay. With liquid, I like to start with your the fat line that goes along the top lid. I call it the fatter one because if you do that first, then you can get a accurate measure of how big your wing's gonna be. I might just do one eye so you don't have to watch both. I'll just look a little funny. Oh, yep, see? I'm human, I swear. Oh, thank you, Isabella. I really appreciate that. Or, you know, I do completely opposite of what I told you guys and did my wing first, but that's okay. We're gonna let this spot dry because if you try wiping it off when it's wet, it's just gonna smear, and this is why I don't do my foundation first. I am not good. Okay, this side is done. I'm gonna still wait for that eyeliner to dry because gosh darn it. But while that dries, because it's I use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. It's like $3. It's fantastic. You're gonna get a fluffy blending brush. Don't judge how dirty I already did my makeup once today. So I'm just like, this is shameful, but don't shame me. So we're going to go back into our natural palette while that dries. And this one has oh, thank you, Dolly. Get the mirror out of the way because that's obnoxious. You're gonna go, mine has it laid out to shades that match more. Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate that. That mirror's just not, we'll go sideways. Alright, this shade more matches this one, and I use this one because it matches my eyeshadow on my lid better. So you're going to take that on your fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to use this mirror because it's handy. You're going to put this color as your like transition color. It's going to blend into your crease about where your wing is. You're just going to blend it out until it looks like it transitions well. I wish I had the right terms. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just try my best. Like I said, I'm not going to do this eye. I'm just going to do this one for anyone that's jumped in already. That's just a lot of heartache that's waiting to happen. We're blending that, and it has like a nice transition, and then at the top, actually I'm probably going to do my eyebrows so it doesn't look weird. You're going to find a color in any palette you have. You could probably use the eyebrow pencils that they have. I like to use powder because it's more forgiving, and I don't look like I have eyebrows, so I'm very blonde. So I like to find, I have this nice light brown color that I use to fill them in. Be like, not a weirdo with no eyebrows. If anyone has any questions, just come on in and ask them. I'll do my best. If not, lots of good wishes because I am still nervous. For your eyebrows, a normal, how you would measure them, how to do them, how to shape them is going to be, you start at your nose with the brow pencil. You know, that's where your brow starts, that little line. Then you're going to go across your pupil. That's where your arch is going to be from your nose. And then for the end, your nose to the end of your eye is going to be where your eyebrow ends. I already filled the brush, but I forgot, so we're going to redo that. I start on the bottom, fill them in. They're probably going to look really weird on camera, but we're hanging in there. Now, unlike wings, your brows should be sisters, not twins, because, and again, they're never going to match. You'll just get frustrated trying to make them match. Normal people will use concealer around them. I don't like the super sharp look. I prefer the more, I may or may not have been born like this, but you'll never know. And you just fill your brows in. There's going to be a lot of silence. I need to get like music or something, or someone else here, just to fill in my my dead space. You fill your tail in. Then you're going to get a spoolie brush out of the Stegosaurus that ate all my makeup. Spoolie brush. And then you're going to, basically it's the equivalent of blending. It makes the lines not look as sharp. And if you do it too hard, it'll wipe off all your progress, and that's okay too. It's just a lot of trial and error to get what you like. Like this look took me 5 ever to figure out, hey, this might actually look okay on me. It's just a lot of playing. That's the fun thing about makeup. Unlike tattoos, it's not permanent, so you can always wipe it off and try again. Alright, I'm going to call that eyebrow good. I'm not going to do this side. I'm just not. And then you're going to get a highlighter. That's what I normally do. I'm going to try and get this off because now it is dry and I am done looking at it. And get my... Oh, no, it wasn't quite done being dumb yet. So now I just look like an over-emotional 13-year-old. But that's okay. You just gotta roll with it. Okay. I think we're good. I actually do not line my my bottom waterline at all. I just don't like it. Makes my eyes look really small, so I just do the top. But back to eyebrows, we're going to take another flat brush. You're going to take your highlighter. I use a lot of Wet n Wild. It's actually really good product, really good quality. This actually my highlight, I've used it so much it doesn't have a label on the back anymore. But you're going to take, with your flat brush, you're going to take the highlight color and put it right in the arch of your brow. And it just makes it look extra nice, like, hey, my eyebrow's up here now, not clear down here, and disappointed in you. So for that, actually, the eye is almost done, just mascara. I'm using Wet n Wild, because I ran out of my, I don't even know what it's called anymore. I just don't use it anymore. It's from Sephora, super overpriced. I prefer Wet n Wild anyway. Alright, then you're gonna do this mascara. I do sometimes use false lashes. They are just a commitment in their own, and if people want to see how to put them on, just let me know in a comment and I will put them on a different time. But for today, because I just don't want to mess with it, they're just not going on today. This is where if you don't put liner on your bottom, it helps with the mascara because it makes it look more brought together, not just, hey, I'm a weirdo that didn't put anything on my bottom lashes. It's cool. Yes, Isabella, I will do your makeup for Sam's wedding. I will try my darndest. Alright, eye look is done. T, I would love for you to come over and hang out and do makeup with me. That wing is bothering me because it's not that big, so. I like more dramatic. No, if you guys all know me, I like being dramatic, but I will keep it at a minimum. It's basically just, the easiest way to do it would be, I don't want to ruin it because that's my life. Basically, to do the wing, you're going to go from the bottom, right over here, up to about midway to where your crease is. As long as you don't have hooded eyes. Hooded eyes, you kind of have to go big or go home because you won't be able to see it. And also sometimes you just have to do the thick on top liner. You'll do more of like an Audrey Hepburn type look. It's still pretty cool. But sometimes I just don't want to do the wing, and that's what I'll go with. With that, the eye makeup is done, so we'll go back to the face. If you weren't here for that, I do my face after my eyes because, like you see with the eyeliner, I like to make mistakes. But, tuning into Bob Ross, no mistakes, happy accidents, we are beautiful little trees. I already primed my face, so I'm going to be using my foundation. I am much too dark somehow. I am a beautiful white snowflake here. I'm too dark for my winter shades, so I had to go out and get a new foundation for summer. I'm using Maybelline BB Fresh, just a BB cream. I like it a lot. It works with my skin, doesn't make it all weird. I'm sorry if this is not very good information. I'm trying my best. And if you use makeup sponges, makeup brushes, anything, I wouldn't be too offended. I use my hands for the BB cream. That's true, T. If you do your eyeshadow first, it won't have fallout all over your face and just look, again, really emotional. I'm going to be using my hands for the BB cream because with my sponges, it takes it right back off. Because it's more of a light foundation. It's supposed to be light coverage. And it also has sunblock in it. So if you burn a lot, it's going to be your best friend. Alright, I'm going to get some of this. I'm just going to do half my face. Just don't want to deal with it. But I'm probably going to do... not get my hair in it. Thanks, hair. I hope you all are doing well today while I rub this concoction into my face. If you want me to do more of these or figure out how to do more of these, or if you have any requests on how to do something, just leave them down below. I can do later videos. If this sucked, let me know. But you're gonna be rubbing these in. Someone really does need to do a Bob Ross inspired makeup. Megan, I fully believe in you. If you want to do it, you should. It's really weird considered doing only half my makeup, but we're rolling with it. It was my choice. You gotta live with your actions. Make sure you go down your neck. Some people do their ears. My ears are generally covered by hair. It just so it looks nice and blended and wonderful. Because if you don't, you're just kind of like a really harsh line. You're just like, clearly, she does not care what people think. You shouldn't care what people think, though. I need to retort on that. You shouldn't. Makeup is about self-expression. Alright, we got all that nonsense blended, I think. Yes. Okay. Awesome. I keep going back to my makeup palette for a mirror because I am in my daughter's room because, excuse me, she's at a sleepover with her Mimi and Papa, and her room has better lighting. That's an awesome idea, Tasha. I can totally do that. If you give me a message on what you kind of want to do, I can look some stuff up and totally help. Alright, foundation's on. You're going to want like a setting powder. I know you probably shouldn't put setting powder over a BB cream because it's supposed to be like, oh, it's good for you and it's moisturizing. I'm just going to coat some stuff on there. I'm using my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. This thing's amazing, not only for like the product, but it's made out of cocoa beans and it smells like chocolate. You'll subconsciously just want to eat chocolate all the time. You're gonna take a big fluffy brush. Actually, I got all my brushes at Walmart because I like to be cheap sometimes. Alright, and then you're gonna put I'm using the lightest powder because I'm very pale and the sun does not like me. And you're gonna put that all over your face. Try not to get in your eyebrow that you just worked really hard on, or it's gonna wipe that thing right off. Normally on day to day, I don't contour because I do like contour. I do some heavy contour at some points because you just gotta give yourself them cheekbones that God forgot to give you. It's fine. You can make up for it. You can forgive him this time. Alright, now that you have your setting powder done, your face is now dry and great, you're gonna go in with, on normal days I'll just use a bronzer. I was using the lighter brown shade in my contour palette. My dog ate it, don't worry, I'm not eating it. But thank God he didn't get all the way through. I've been real disappointed. But you'll be using a bronzer color to go in. The same with the contour spots. It's like a 3 on your face. You start with your forehead, go down where your temple is. That's the first part of the 3. Then you're going to take a little bit more bronzer because I use a lot on my giant forehead. And then you're going to go in where your hollows of your cheekbones would be. Kind of like when you make a fishy face, and that's where that bone would be, like right there. You're going to blend that out. Say bronzer gives you the appearance that you actually go outside and not just chill inside and watch Netflix all day. Like, who does that, right? And then the last 3 is you'll go down to your jawbone. You go all the way across your jawbone to your chin. And then there's the 3. It makes a shadow so that it doesn't look like your face is as round as it actually is. If you have that issue, because the 3 works on everyone, but if you have specific areas that need worked on, like for makeup and shadowing, because that's basically what contour is, it's making shadows and highlighting spots that you want to see and not be seen. But that's my issue. The 3 will work for everyone for bronzer, and then I just add a little extra down my neck a little bit just to add the shadowing effect that it just, I don't know why I do the things I do. Alright, then that's done. We'll go in with gotta find my real small brush. Alright, we're going to be using a tiny angled please. There you go, focus, thank you. Sometimes I'll do a nose contour, and that's just to help out my poor nose. I'll go in with this medium brown shade. It's called Medium Cocoa. I wish there was a better name for it, but for nose contouring, because I feel like I have a large nose, it's just a issue I have with myself. That's no one else's problem. You're gonna go down the side of your nose. I can do this with the other hand. I should have did the opposite side, but that's okay. You're gonna start about right here. You're gonna go down with the color here, down the side of your nose. It's gonna look really harsh, but you have to blend it out. Don't be walking outside with a weird line on your nose. People are gonna be like, girl, why? Or boy, sorry. Then sometimes it just works easier to blend it out with your finger, because this tiny brush is just tiny. You'll have that. And then you go in with, I don't know where my blush went. There it is. My blush. I got this, it's a sample size in at Sephora. It's called Party. It's my favorite blush. You'll take a flat brush. Dog ate this one too. My dog just needs to stop eating my makeup. But that's fine. You're gonna go, I do on the apples of my cheeks and then slightly up. Some people just do it up here. Some people just do it on the apples. It's just personal preference. This is just what I do. It gives that more lively feeling. Alright, got that done. And it's highlight time. I kind of go a little crazy with the highlighter because I love highlighter. I start with, excuse me, I keep getting messages, I'm sorry. I start with a liquid highlight on my, the upper part of my cheekbone, because it makes it easier for my powder highlight to stick. Probably get a mirror for this one so I'm not blindly putting this on. I probably didn't need this much. I take my highlight up to my eyebrow and come down. I stole that idea from Jeffree Star. I don't know if any of you guys watch him, but he's pretty great if you want to learn some cool makeup tips. You're going to blend that out with your finger, because I prefer to use my fingers, and make sure your hands are clean or you're in for a world of hurt. It's a nice natural highlight when you don't want to be extravagant. It's just nice, like, hey, looks great. But then I go over it with the same highlight I use for under my eyebrow. And I will use a clean finger for that. And you go to the same spot. And you'll go up over your eyebrow. Make sure it's blended out, or it'll just look like you have white powder on your face. Yes, Megan, I did. I'm halfway through watching the series that Shane did on Jeffree Star. It's so cool. And then that'll be your highlight. It looks really blinding right here. Hi, Catherine. And then, oh, I forgot. You take some highlight down the middle of your nose, just a little bit. Don't go too crazy. And then I do a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then I have my makeup strewn everywhere because my stuff's actually in my room. I'm in Maddie's room. And then I go in with a, for normal day, just a colored, like, chapsticky lip gloss. Just a really nice color. My lip ring got in the way. Like, if you catch me on a bad day, there's gonna be lipstick or lip gloss or anything on my lip ring, and I'll feel real bad. But then you're gonna go back in with your highlight and put it on your Cupid's bow, which is that little spot above your lip. And that's how I do my makeup every day. Then you'll go in, actually, finishing touch, setting spray. It's a godsend on really hot days and you're just like, this is not gonna stay, everything's gonna go terrible. You just spray a poop ton of this on. You can find it from Elf, Wet n Wild. Oh, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. And I let that dry. And that is how I do my daily makeup. If you have a guys, excuse that. If you guys have any questions, let me know and send me messages. I'm always happy to help. So I'll see you guys later and thank you for watching.